Hello guys, I'm your friend Deepeshale. Today we're gonna be doing some cool stuff here in Cinema 4D. Let's check it out what we're gonna build today. We're gonna make this cool looking text here. The middle section is kinda glossy gray, and the front section and the back section you can see here a little bit is kinda red. It's all red. And this second portion is some text, normal looking text, but the front side is completely red, and here it's looking kind of little bit mixture of both of these two. Till here it is glossy gray, and here just in the front side it is coming in red. This is a basic tutorial for beginners who are all looking for, you know, all-in-one tutorial. So in this tutorial we're gonna show you how to make this infinite looking background, the studio background, and we're gonna make some lighting setups which can give us this result, and we're gonna see how this shadow can be obtained, and we'll use ambient occlusion and global illumination to get this cool effect. So let's get started. I'm gonna open Cinema 4D. We'll just go to more graph, more text, regular. We'll just take this one, left to middle, so that it kind of comes in the middle, and we're gonna write just GN for GraphicsNext, and just gonna change the font to something good looking. You can choose any font of your choice, and Danube, we're gonna choose this one. And just gonna change this to like 30. Oh, that went 330. Yeah, 30 is good. We just want to duplicate this, and second one we're gonna make 60. We're gonna click the middle mouse button, and we come to this portion, and we just gonna click here, and we just gonna shift it to left side, and just want to keep it in middle. Yeah, there. Now it looks like no difference. We're gonna double click here and make a new material, and here we just gonna take some basic color, red, that'll do, and we're gonna drop it. When we're selecting this, we can see the middle section is getting glossy, so we can easily make out that is the one, and we're gonna put it in the bigger section. There you go. And the small section we're gonna make it caps, fillet caps on both start and end. Steps, let's say 5, and radius is 5. Fine, it's already looking cool. And for the other one we'll add fillet caps again, here 5, but here in radius we'll just select 1. Here 5, again 1. We want to make the polygon as low as possible, and the subdivisions too. So that is fine, that's gonna do it. And for a little bit more tweak, I'm gonna increase the amount to 7.
Hello, good morning, Daddy. How's it, Daddy? How's it, Daddy? How's Daddy? How's Daddy? Bye, Daddy.
My dad. Let's continue. We'll select this one and let's just increase its size also to like 3. Now we are getting somewhere closer to what we want to do. Let's check it out. Yep, we are right there. For you guys, I'm just gonna tweak this to, let's say, 2. Yeah. And for this one, middle section, we're gonna make material, but not the same as like we made the other one. We also have some pre-built materials, so we're gonna use those shaders. We're gonna click create, new material, the shader, click on shader and go to new key. You can make some changes, color changes, but I'm just gonna drag and drop it to the middle section. So this is our first text done. Now time for the second. For second one, I'm just gonna drag this one. I'm hitting Control and dragging this arrow. I'm just gonna press R and rotate. ,90 degree. Yep, that will do. Press E. E is for selection. These are the shortcuts. R for rotation and T for transformation. That is also, you can say, resizing. In this one, I'm quickly going to go to object depth. I'm going to make it like 20. Let's say 30 in this case. Give this new key, and also I'm gonna put this to this. Now we're gonna see that the first one is overwritten by the second one. So second one, I'm gonna select the color. In tag, in selection, I'm going to write C1. That means caps 1. It's going to select the first caps. So first cap is the first one, which is in the front. See, the back side is normal. And time for the third letter. Since it is the mixture of both, I'm just going to drag this one out together. And click here. Yeah, this is the one. Just going to replace this and put the color again. Oh, Control Z. Put the color again. Here I'm going to C1. See how simple it is, yet stunning effects. Now this is our text effect is done. I'm going to show you how to generate infinite floor. To generate infinite floor, before that let's hit render and see what we're gonna get. Oh, we get this. Looks really off, because whatever material we have put, it is just taken as the material. The CG looks completely CG. We're gonna make floor by hitting here, pressing here, and we're also going to click, hold and click on background. We're gonna make new material color, this one. It is fine, the color is white. Okay, that will do, not an issue. We're gonna drag and drop it to both. Floor, we're gonna right click and put Cinema 4D tags and click on compositing tags, because if we hit render here like this, the background and floor is going to off, you know, it is going off. So we're going to click on this compositing and we going to check this compositing background. So that's going to, you know, take both as one. So we hit render, it's coming as one, already looking infinite. Now we're going to make some studio setup, studio lights. I'm going to select all of this and drag it a bit upside. Now for the studio light, you must be thinking that you need a lot of Cinema 4D plugins which are provided by third party. No, you can create it right here in Cinema 4D itself. It is nothing but the material thrown on some planes. This is a normal plane. I went here and clicked on plane. I'm just going to drag it here. Since we have already made this text, we can move it easily. So rather than changing our new lightning, I'm just going to press Alt G to make it a null group, that is a group. I'm just going to write text and I'm going to press R to rotate. Since this plane here is our light, we want this to face in our light. I'm going to hit E and just move backside a bit. In this plane, I just want 2 more planes, so more light I get. I know this looks nothing like light, but wait. Now we're going to tilt this, all of this, Control R or just R, and we're going to tilt it like here. We're going to tilt like how light in the studio we used to put in our object. Looking already good. We're going to take other 2 planes and kind of rotate it like that. Select another one, rotate this side, press E and we can put it a little bit downside. Yeah, already looking good. We want our text to be in middle, so we're just going to put it right there. So for lighting, we double click here, we double click in the new material. You can take this reflection out or color out, but since we're putting this luminance, everything's gonna be overwritten by the luminance. We're just going to put this brightness to 130 We can put more or even less. Since we want it to be light, we're just going to drag and drop it here. And we want it to be a little bit darker, brighter. That's why we made it 130%. We'll hit render. Already looking good. Let's just create a camera here, just in case a camera is really helpful when you make up your mind that this is supposed to be your angle from where you're going to render at final, and like you messed it up. Like here, you go here, designing, checking other things out, but your camera is already there. So when you want to render, you can click in this icon and boom, you're back to your angle view, and you can hit and render. We're going to go render setting, this output, what resolution you want, you need to specify here. Like my desktop is 1920 by 1080p. I'm going to type that resolution so that I can make it in my wallpaper. And here we are going to go anti-aliasing. From geometry we need best, so that everything, the curve goes smooth. And we're gonna finally put ambient occlusion, maximum ray length to 200. I'm just going to show you what this gonna do. Wow, already looking great. See, we got this soft shadow in the bottom. That is only because of ambient occlusion. Now we're gonna go effect and put one more effect, that is global illumination. Gonna close that and we're gonna check it out. It's rendering, it's gonna take some time. See how easily we can achieve all this look. Feel free to experiment with any settings you want. Boom, there you go, infinite background setup. And if you want even more, you can double click here and put some luminance and make the brightness to something less, like 70% or something. Let's just check it out what this gives us the effect. If you hit Alt plus R, it's going to quickly render in your render preview itself the low poly. Yep, that's something. That's the exact effect what I did in my render. You can play with some settings here, like make the brightness a little bit less. Oh, that went high, 50%. I'm going to take this up. Take the lights, and I selected the wrong one. You have to take the light a little bit up. It is completely experimenting. and you always have to render it out and check it how it looks, because if you do not render and keep on playing, and you don't know where your render is going on, because the only visual things which we can see where our render is going on is by pressing the render. Otherwise you'll be seeing something completely different. You're nice and glossy. You can play around with the colors. You can choose any color. And the best thing about this is, if you want to make any changes, you can quickly go to text, and you can go to maybe this one. Since these two are together, if you want, you can even subgroup it by selecting an Alt G again, say GN1. So if you're going to change the font, you can select, you have to select both of them and make it less like bold. Yeah, that's how it is done, fella. Let's check it out. Let's check this out with backside. Yeah, it comes really handy to know all this small detailing stuff, because when you make something, you want the perfection, you want it to be the best, and you don't just want it to be like completely CG. Wow, looks great. So this is how you can play with this stuff, and you can make it and keep it as your preset. Great. I'm going to show you quickly the other example, how I did the same thing I did with different font, and I make it this one, the middle section, a little bit more bolder. The fillet caps, I made it more bolder. That is it, and all the effect is the same. How we gonna get this brighter effect is by adding some luminance here, and select the exact color, and let's reduce it to like 60% again, 60%, and hit render again. I'm going to show you other example. Hit Alt plus R, going to render out the particular section, and you can quickly, without even having to waste much of the time, you can see the output. See, it is exactly the same. Not going to touch the mouse. Yeah, it is exactly the same effect. It's this one. See, you can play with a lot of setting here. I press Ctrl R again to hide it up. So that is it for today, guys. Like if you like this tutorial, dislike if you think this is not so appropriate for you or something. But as I've already defined in the beginning, this is for the basic, this is for the beginners, the basic tutorials on how to get, you know, these things in a single tutorial I'm providing. You can check out the internet and find lots of different tutorials, but I'm trying to make it as friendly as possible, and I'm trying to give it in a small duration that you do not have to, you know, start searching for different like studio, ambient occlusion and lightning, all these things. I do not want any beginners to, you know, run here and there. So I made this tutorial really easy, really quick for those who always wanted to make some easy and good looking text, but they are confused how to do it. They just see in the internet, they feel it is really cool and they want to do it, but when they open their Cinema 4D project, they go completely blind. So they go completely blank. So this tutorial to help those beginners quickly get started. And also, if you have any suggestions, you can type in the comment. And also, do not forget to subscribe, because we are just getting started and there will be more cool stuff in the future. Bye.